Hey guys, Minister Winkleman here with Faith in Fishing. Hope everybody's having a great day today. As promised in the previous show, we're going to do a quick review over a couple different rod and reel combos and let you guys know my thoughts and opinions on them. And we'll just let you guys make your final decisions on yay or nay. Alright, first up we're going to go ahead and go with this Zebco Catfish Rod. As you can see, it's a nice big heavy duty. I am trying to remember the length on it. I want to say it's 7 foot, 6.5. I can't really remember. It's got the Zebco 606 closed face reel on it. The rod itself, I definitely have no complaints over whatsoever. For the size rod that it is, it's got a nice sensitivity to it. Works great for the catfish. It works great on the walleye. Great for pike, muskie. Of course, you know, if anything, there's its pros and then there's its cons. If I remember correctly, I believe this rod and reel combo at Walmart, got it a couple years back. I want to say it was about 35 bucks. The rod itself is worth the money. However, I have to say the reel is not to my liking. My experience when it comes to the Zebco closed face reels has not been good. We have a couple of the 404s and even some of the 202s, I believe, on some other rods. And the 606 hasn't been much of an exception to the rule. Depending on how much fishing you do, you can get a year out of it, maybe 2. Tops, in my opinion, I think you're only going to get about 4 years with that 606. Again, depending on how much fishing you do with it. The rod just has never really given me any problems thus far, knock on wood. But it's just a matter of time before start having the problems with it like we've had with the other Zebco reels. The drag will not work anymore, and then it just becomes a problem of it just not having the power to reel in, and you end up having to replace it. Other than that, it'd be a great reel. I would highly recommend putting a Baitcaster reel on there. That would be a nice adaptation to that combo. One of the other ones I wanted to show you guys. Now, this was, this is the old reel rod and net that my dad got me when I was a kid. But I don't want to talk about the rod on this one. I want to talk more about the reel. This reel here, I tell you, I have been absolutely impressed with it. I've had it for about 4 years now. I haven't had a single problem with it. I paid 10 bucks for it at Walmart. It was the cheapest open-faced reel they had. I was in a pinch and I needed a reel. So I got this, and I tell you, this has been an absolutely great reel. It's never let me down. I like on the bottom here is your control for your drag. I went to look for these at Walmart again, so I was going to pick up a couple more of them, but I don't know if Walmart's not selling them in store anymore. I think I did find them online, but I can't quite really remember. Now, it's worked great for us for the fishing that we've done with it. Like I said, we've mainly used it for the cats, and that. It's got the power to reel in. You get a big, heavy fish on there, like some of those 28-inch channel cats that we'll catch in that. She has a tendency to have some problems, occasionally pulling it in. I do run 30-pound braid spider wire on these. And I tell you what, a lot of the reason I run that is because anytime we've gone catfishing, you always run a chance of catching some snappers because they tend to go for the same stuff. And I got tired of my line getting snapped because of the weight. A couple of the carp go after it too, and they've snapped my line at 15-pound test. So I switched over to this stuff, and I have yet to have a line snap. And I've had great success with this reel. And you can see down here, I have another one there. This one here, this is one of my wife's rods. It's just a Shakespeare rod. We got a Zebco 404 on there. And again, she's had this for about 4 years, but she doesn't tend to do as much fishing as I do. And the drags kind of started to go on it. And, the rod's, it's a nice rod. She just does have the monofilament on here. We have pretty much the monofilament on all the closed face reels, anywhere from 8-pound to 15-pound, depending on the reel. And again, this same thing with the Zebco reels itself is they haven't proven to be very reliable over time, and you're just going to end up getting another reel anyhow. These $20 poles here, you can pick up at Walmart. Like I said, this is a Zebco. This is another one of my wife's 202 with the rod and reel. They're nice. They are nice poles. For the reel, you get what you pay for, folks, in all truthfulness. And this is where I come back to, you can get out there and do the fishing without breaking the bank. And to get started, these are well worth the money. If you're looking to get more serious with it, you're going out a lot, I would highly recommend upgrading to a open face reel, or a Baitcaster, because it's just you have a lot less problems with them. You really do. One of the other problems I've ran into with the Zebcos is the button for the casting. You'll push it in, you'll go to cast, and the button itself doesn't click. It unclicks itself, so you'll cast and your bait will come flying back in, and you'll end up snagging yourself or somebody close to you. And there's a lot of people around. It can be rather embarrassing. It looks like you don't know how to cast a pole. So, now I'm going to show you this little guy here. This is a cute little one. I like this. This is the Zebco 202. As you can see, it's not a very big pole. You'd almost think this is maybe like a ice pole or something, but it's not. It's they call it the dock demon or demon dock pole or something like that. Zebco does. It's a like I said, it's got the 202 on it, which we got this for our one son, and this is what he uses. I'm going to be working on getting him set up to learn how to cast a little bit better. So I'm going to throw some weight on there and take him out and just let him cast till his heart's content. Now, this rod here, let me go ahead and move this one out of the way a little bit. This rod here, this is one, it's a nice little pole. Works pretty decent. It's a Shakespeare rod and reel. Got this for my oldest son. This was at Walmart for $17 and some change. He needed an upgrade on his pole, so we went and got him that for Easter. And he seems to like it. And, you know, that's the important thing, is one, liking it, and two, you know, being comfortable with it. Much like the rods and reels of my wife's and my other kids, it is a light to medium action. So he can go for the panfish, he can go for the bass and everything with it, and it works out great for him. Now this little light pole, this is a, I want to say this one here might be an ultralight. I can't really remember for certain. I got the Perch rig set up on there. It's actually, you buy it at Walmart, they call it the crappy rig, but it works great for perch. Up there out on Lake Erie, they use it. And as you can see, it's got a very, very sensitive tip with that weight net on the bottom. So we use this little monster here when we're going out for the perch. This is a Shakespeare ugly stick rod. And I'm trying to remember the reel here. This is a Shakespeare reel too. And this works really great on the perch. For that matter, any of the panfish, really. And now I got myself all tangled up here. Give me 1 second, folks. Alright. That covers some of them guys. This here, whoops, I hate when I knock over a pole. This one here, this is a Zebco Cyclone. The reel on this is shot. We picked this up at an auction, and it just ran into a problem where the drag, I can't even reel it in. The drag is really messed up on that one. Then we got this bad boy here. I'm not sure which pole this is. Could be an ugly stick. I'm not sure. It's got the Shimano B-Mag 1000 on it. Baitcaster reel. We picked that up at an auction. We use that for going out for walleye and such like that. I'm in the process of picking up some more Baitcasters, because I'm going to probably switch some of my poles over to Baitcasters. But they're going to be the poles that I'm going to, like this one here, I'll have to get a big open face reel for that one. That one needs to get replaced, but this Zebco one here I showed you earlier, that one there is actually going to go ahead and get a nice Baitcaster put on that one. That one needs another open face there. Some of my kids, I might even pick up some Baitcasters for them. I don't know. I actually myself, I don't know if you can see real good here, but almost all my reels are open face reels. I have one reel of my own, well, I shouldn't say one reel, but I only have a handful. Let's see, 1, 2, 3 reels or rods that I could even put a Baitcaster on, and a Baitcaster is already on one of them. So I really only need to get 2 more Baitcasters, but I'll probably pick up another 2, maybe 3 rods that I can use for bait casting, and I have to pick up another couple of Baitcaster reels as well. But you know, once you get all that stuff in place, you know, it's money well spent. If you ever decide that you want to get out of fishing, you can probably rest assured you'll get about a quarter of your money back. Fishing stuff, even used, doesn't tend to go cheap. A typical rod and reel on the cheap end will still bring $5 to $10 at an auction. So you can go and pick up quite a few rod and reels tips sometimes at auctions to even get you started. And like I said, that's, you know, the review for this week on the rods and the reels. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I hope that you found it very informative. And, you know, by all means, what I say isn't what you should do. But I hope that you guys will not discredit any possibility of buying a generic reel per se. For example, like I said, I tried those open face reels. They were generic. They were $10. I was in a pinch, needed it, and they worked so great that I went and I bought another. I got 2 of them, and like I said, I've had them for about 4 years now, and I do a lot of fishing. So for as long as they've held up and the size fish that I've caught with them, I gotta say, for a $10 reel, hands down, take my money. I will buy some more of them, providing I can find them. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't take that chance, and you know, it's actually a really good product. You know, but for $20 and under, you can get a rod and reel to get you out there going for the panfish, the bass, and, you know, get you having some good times. You know, take the kids fishing, introduce them to fishing, introduce yourself to fishing. It could go out and be a learning experience for the both of you if you're not already a fisherman. And if you're already a fisherman and you've been fishing for years and you're in a pinch and you just need a new rod and reel, or you got $20 burning a hole in your pocket, don't pass up some of these. You know, there's some good stuff there, and keep in mind too, guys, if you take care of this stuff, it can last. You know, not everything is going to be top quality, not everything is going to be great. You'll find that diamond in the rough sometimes, like I did with those open face reels. But you know what? You never know until you try. I mean, for $10, it was worth a try for me. Well, guys, that's going to conclude this week's show. Again, if you're not already a subscriber, please remember to subscribe. We're trying to get this show up to at least 100 subscribers. Of course, we want to grow more from there. We want to reach more of you guys. I'm glad that everybody likes the show as much as they do. I'm very honored and proud to have all of you as fans. And I want to give a big thank you to all of you guys, because without you guys, our show just wouldn't be worth doing. I want to give a big thank you to our sponsors. A couple of our sponsors, Farmers Vinyl Printing, MagicBait.com. Their products are just hands down some of the best bait that you can buy. I've tried multiple different things for catfishing, but when it comes right down to it, Magic Bait just absolutely works phenomenal. You've seen the videos, guys. You've seen the results. The results don't lie. I think we're going to go ahead and wrap that up. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to message us here in the comment section below. You can reach out to us on our Facebook page, our website. I love hearing from you guys. Any suggestions for future shows, suggestions for future product reviews. Just no matter what it is, guys, send it to us. We're working on putting a video together from our Facebook page of our fans, them and their families catching fish. Want to put a nice dedication video together for all the fans. You know, a little video, little picture slideshow. So please send us the pictures on our Facebook page, either in the post that we posted or in a private message. The more, the merrier. You submit 20 pictures, we'll take 20 pictures. I can't guarantee all 20 will be in the video, but we'll do our best. And as always, guys, keep your faith, keep the lines tight. Bye, everybody.